think if I do this for him, that changes him to fire, which is probably good. So that way we get fire for him, electricity for me. Alright. You're back? Sorry for disappearing. Want to listen? No stress at all, Storm. I appreciate you popping back in. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you popping back in. You want to go listen to some music? Go listen to some music. Do what you got to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just here to chill. I appreciate it, man. I do. Okay, so, what's she got on? She's got the soldier helmet. Okay, let's put that in valuables. She can't use that yet. I'm the only one that can use that. This is Solace. Willpower. Varric's using the Hat of the Inquisitor as well. Oh boy. Put that to valuables. Okay. Medium armor. What I've missed so far, mostly it's just been me trying to get the horse content unlocked. So I have the ability now to have a horse and summon it and ride it around. It just took a little bit to get it all done. And now I'm back at our camp, where I'm just doing a little bit of leveling up and a little bit of gear management before I sell some stuff and do some progress the story. I'm done doing the story in the Hinterlands for now. Otherwise, honestly, it would be like 7 or 8 streams of me just spending time in that first zone, because that's how big this game is. And I'm okay not doing that, thanks. Especially considering I want to mainly focus on as much story as possible. So, okay, so the one he's got on gives him cunning, which directly upgrades his damage. But that is so much better as a piece of gear. Yeah, fuck it, let's do that. Then we're looking at some heavy armor. So, go back to Cassandra. Oh, we might be able to get her out of this Kunari stuff now. Okay. So that's her basic level stuff anyway. So we can move that to valuables for selling. Ooh, okay. The design on that's pretty cool. It's still not as good though, so selling. That's a shame. That's not as good. Oh, look at that. Breastplate with a fucking coat over top. I love that. So why can't she use that? She needs to be 1 more level. Okay, I guess we're staying in the Kunari gear for 1 more level. Alright, this is for the Iron Bull, who I haven't unlocked yet. Warcry is for Cassandra. Which is good for her, actually. 2% Sunder on hit might also be good. She doesn't have Pommel Strike, so I'm going to switch Enhanced Warcry for Pommel Strike. And let's give her the Sunder on hit to add to the fact she already does Sunder on hit. Can I double up? Oh, wait, no, it's the strength one she loses. That's fine. This means she's doing like 5% Sunder every time she hits, meaning they take more and more damage. Actually, no, you know what? That might be better if I stick the Amulet of Strength on her. And we keep... Yeah, he doesn't have an amulet. He can apply Sunder on his arrows. Varric's got the Plus he breaks guard faster. Yeah, that's going to be nice. He sunders and breaks guard. I have only one ring on, which is barrier penetration. Alright, can I double up Warcry? I can! A Warcry lasts for 60% longer. You have to understand the power. And I'll give you the belt, because I think everybody else has got one. He's got a belt. He's got a belt. And I've got a belt. Wait. What's her belt? Grenade belt. No. Let's get rid of that. She can take the belt of Sunder. And I'll take the grenade belt. There we go. That's better. Because I don't think my magic attacks can apply Sunder. Alright, cool. Right, so let's sell the gear that I just moved into valuables and make the money out of all of that loot. We've got our horse, which we are just going to name Content, because I think that's funny. Hey, look at that. We've got our stables now. Horses. We could change to, ooh, the Taslan Strider. Look at all these horses. What is this? A Sarash? Faster resilient, these horses of Ravani stock are used by the Kunari military for carrying... Oh, this will be part of the Kunari stuff. Yes! Dracolisks. Really seen. The Hunter Shade is hardy and powerful. It requires a disciplined rider. What the hell's a Dracolisk? Alright, let's... That's the Dracolisk? Oh my god, it's horrifying! Look at that thing! Let's actually take a look at all the different horses I've unlocked, all the different mounts. Okay, so that one's, yeah, yep. And then, what was the other one? The Asarash. This is the Kunari one. Oh, wow. How does it see? It doesn't. Interesting. Okay, it's just an armored horse. Hearts. Oh, this is the antelope ones that Bex keeps talking about. Back, how's the muscle shibari? Good. Yeah, let's say we've unlocked the horse content, and we're back at the camp, doing the RPG menu, leveling up, equipment stuff before I move on with the story. I'm not spending more time in the hinterlands. There's so much to do, but I've gotten the main story beats out of the way, and I've gotten the horses. So everything else for now can wait. All right. So what are we feeling for a mount? Do we go with that armored Kunari mount? Do we go with the standard for Reldon Forder that I've been riding? Do we go with the slightly lighter one? Or do we go with this horrifying fucking thing? Weirdly enough, I'm actually kind of partial to this. The demon horse? Yeah, I'm kind of partial to the demon horse for now. It's horrifying, but honestly, it kind of feels about accurate for my character right now. Those eyes! Look at the eyes!
I'm glad.
Oh my god! It's horrifying! Alright, sell all. So that takes us... Oh, we made 300 gold. Oh boy. Okay. No, I don't want to. I want to keep selling things. I'm keeping that until we get some level ups. These are all for level ups. Pommel Strike's no good right now, but I want to keep it. I've got all of these crafting materials, which I can't put into a store room yet. I'm not going to craft any gear right now, although I could modify what I've got. That I might do. I can modify my staff. Adds magic. That's it. I can only modify the grip, which I think is just the 2 magic, right? Yeah, okay. I can't modify anything Cassandra's got. I can't modify... Oh, hang on, wait. Yeah, I've got to do it this way. Can't modify her hatchet. Solus. Can't modify his stuff. And then Varric. I can't modify Bianca. I've got to be able to craft this stuff, but just in case I'd pick stuff up. And modify armor, because this changes the look of things if I do it right. Can't change what I'm wearing. Cassandra. Can't modify what I'm wearing. Solus. I can modify his coat. I already have. He's got the glove. That's it. Yeah, that's all I can do for now. I need to craft the material, craft the pieces. I think that's the problem. Yeah.
Another time
then. Yeah. Okay, so I can't craft the parts here. Oh, there we go. You can do the arms and the... I'm not going to do that. That's going to take way too much time to be able to mess around with right now. It's not what I'm here to do. Okay, we do want to stop at some of the other vendors though, just to take a look. See if they've got anything. Acolyte lightning staff. Weak. Pathetic. Intense rash vine vitar. Critical damage bonus. Weak. You know what? Screw it. I don't need the upgrades. That's the thing. That's the thing I got to remember right now. Is as much as I want to get some new loot, I actually don't need it. I'm actually doing okay right now. Oh, hello. There's something going on there. No, we're not going to do that.
Your kind killed the most holy.
Lies. Your kind let her die.
Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Hey, it's this douchebag.
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
For punching you in the mouth.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Okay. I will be right with you. By right with you, I mean another time.
Though you had granted them power over the very
Oh.
Caryodon-
Mother Giselle's here now.
Though they sang hymns of
Huh.
praise and
Hello.
Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
created
Damned if I know. People are frustrating me. Yes.
Not as well as it should. How can people focus on trivialities when faced with the breach?
It's the only thing they can focus on. Something to do. Something to keep the mind focused on, right?
In tumultuous times. The Church of Light does not speak of feeding troops or arranging meetings or any such mundane concerns. But every organizational detail you contend with, Andraste herself once faced. These trivialities are steps on your path to victory, even if history never remembers them.
That That comparison scares me.
You keep talking as though I'm the equal of Andraste. Do you know how unnerving that is?
I can only imagine. But we are all given to our purpose under the Maker. A sword does not ask to be forged. And frankly, if such a comparison gives you pause, I do not see that as a bad thing. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Okay, investigate. Oh my god. I like the Inquisition history.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
Oh, that cracked my back.
Original
Oh, I fucking needed that.
well before the Chantry.
Oh, yeah.
The Inquisitors were hunters, zealots, who tracked and killed cultists and dangerous mages. As Andraste,
But how was dinner, Gum? What did you have tonight? Was it leftover pizza?
instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the chant of light by force.
We're named after that.
No wonder everyone is so nervous around us. Who chose that name?
Divine Justinia herself. I understand that this was not a popular decision.
Right with you. Or in other words, when I
In any
bloody well
case,
remember
once
about you.
the chant of light had spread
That's right.
Torment-wide, there was
As long as going to the war table doesn't progress the main story and I have to talk to Cullen, I'll do the war table first. But if the war table progresses the main story, I'll go talk to Cullen first. And now we're back.
And now the Inquisition has been called again to restore order by force.
Do you know what impresses me most about the original Inquisition? They fought horrific battles, killed and died for their cause, and when it was time, they put their swords away. Perhaps the name was Divine Justinia's message, that when the Inquisition is needed, it will strike without mercy. But when its work is done, it will put its sword away.
Okay. Who will be the next divine?
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the
Yeah,
conclave.
we'll end up helping make
The
that
Grand
choice.
Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
Okay, how are the people?
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
Just the Chantry thing, isn't it? Or, oh, no. How are people at Haven?
How are the villagers in Haven doing?
They are terrified. Many of them came here because the war between the Mages and the Templars destroyed their homes. In their minds, the death of a divine has destroyed any chance of peace. To that, add the breach. Farmers have fled their fields. If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
I do love how we're dealing with the blowback of the previous games as well. Like during the first game, Origins, you're dealing with the fifth blight. So Darkspawn emerging, controlled by an archdemon that sweep across the land and burn Ferelden. A king is killed. There's an insurrection. The Circle of Magi kind of collapses in on itself. The Dalish elves uprise. And then in Dragon Age 2, during Kirkwall, you're dealing primarily with this growing conflict between, this growing unrest and distrust between, I mean, there's always distrustful, between the Mages and the Templars. And that comes to a head at the end of the game with an act of terrorism. And it results basically in this quiet war between the Mages and the Templars. And now we're dealing with the fact that the Grey Wardens are dead from the first game. They've been wiped out. So there's nobody to fight the Darkspawn. The Mages and Templars are at each other. The Divine is dead. The Chantry is... Yeah, I love the fact that this game threw so many things at you from the previous games going, all of that shit that happened, yeah. Welcome in. Take a seat. You're going to be here a while dealing with all of these issues. And the next game, though, we're not going to have a whole lot of that because it's 10 years later. Like Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 happen kind of simultaneously. Like the prologue for Dragon Age 2 happens partway through Dragon Age Origins, and then there's a time jump. Inquisition happens a little after 2 finishes. Trespasser happens a little later, the DLC. And then, yeah, the Veilguard is, I think, about 10 years after this. So there's a lot of stuff that still doesn't quite get wrapped up in this game that will still be present in the Veilguard. It's just going to be interesting to see how some of it's addressed. And I love all of the maneuvering and stuff that happens in this. Like, faction warfare and politics in games has to be done in a really particular way to actually get me excited, because I see it done so badly so often, and I love the fact that Dragon Age managed to nail a lot of that feeling. What help are you offering? And there was the hydrate. Sorry, Storm. I saw the hydrate and I had a whole list. Thank you.
Some refugees come with food, while others arrive empty-handed. I have helped ensure that all have enough to eat. Beyond that, many simply wish the familiar comfort of the Chant of Light. It is little enough work to offer some comfort to those in pain.
How are people elsewhere?
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many lives. Villagers in Crestwood are besieged by their own dead. They have sent word begging for assistance.
That's a place we've got to go to.
People are vanishing in the hills of Emprise de Lyon. It may be demons or something.
We'll get there eventually.
But they are terrified. More than that, I cannot.
Those two we can't unlock yet. Crestwood and Emprise de Lyon we can't unlock as areas yet. I don't think. I think we've got to progress further into the story to get access to those. Okay, so let's take a look. This is the main story. What's the main story? Where's my journal? Not collections. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go talk to Cullen because I need to do War Room to continue the story. We want to make sure we're addressing these important moments. No, I can't.
The walls will be standing when you return, I hope.
Okay.
There is no authority until another divine is chosen.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a mountainside.
Is the Mage Templar War large?
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
Okay. Who killed the Divine?
The mages and Templars are fighting, even
His
though
name was
they don't know what
Corypheus.
really happened at the Temple of Sacred
Spoilers.
Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Why is he here?
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay.
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
I hope the trip was worth it.
Well, let's hope we find solutions, and not a cathedral full of chancellors.
The stuff of nightmares.
Mock, if you will. I'm certain the Maker is less amused.
Okay. So, now we can go to the War Room.
Who trusts in the Maker, fire is her.
With a couple of mini assignments we can do. I don't know if I'll unlock another area just yet, or if I'll just do the story area, Val Royeaux. Ah, perks, yes. Oh boy, okay. Improved coordination and infrastructure, training in the fine arts of persuasion, developing keen eyes and an inquisitive mind, endurance training fit
My
for a
scouts
soldier.
still comb the hills for clues about the explosion. I'll take what I can find.
Right, so, underworld knowledge. Detailed study of underworld customs and their brutal but practical applications. New dialogue options related to criminal activities. Grants 50% plus 50% XP for each codex entry unlocked, which adds up. Masaché's methodology developed by an Orlesian blade master and used by chevaliers to analyze their own performance in combat. Grants a 5% increase in XP earned from killing foes. Okay, that's it at the moment. For him. For Liliana, we've got arcane knowledge. Detailed study of magic and the places and creatures that interact with it. Opens up new dialogue options related to the Fade or arcane studies. Plus 50% XP for each codex entry. Optimal cutting. 10% chance to receive extra herbs with each harvest. I don't think I'm worried about that one. I get enough herbs over the course of the game. Eagle Eye grants a significant increase to the discovery range of the searching action. Handy, but Trainee Herbalist. Gain a collection of tier 1 herbs. I can't remember if that's just once or not. Alright, I am going to have to get some of those eventually. Connections. 50% XP for each codex entry. Thanks to a few well-placed acquaintances and a carefully crafted reputation, merchants will pay the Inquisition 10% more for items sold to them. Merchants will offer the Inquisition a 10% discount on their goods. Purchase of shipment of rare and valuable raw materials for crafting. Okay, and general Inquisition stuff. New dialogue options related to history and the Chantry. 50% XP for each codex entry. Inventory capacity by 15. One more potion slot for all party members. Compatibility point for the Inquisitor only. Oh boy, oh boy. 50% XP on Codex is a pretty standard one. I don't think I need the buying and selling one just yet. Elite Clientele is an upgraded one. High quality materials. Very high quality. Special offers for rare inventory. Merchants will send messages when they have sales at their stores. That's handy, but I need to spend a lot of points for that. Fade. Oh, dialogue options for Fade or Arcane. Extra herbs. Discover a range of search. Collection of tier 1 herbs. Dialogue options related to criminal activities. 5% increase in XP from killing foes. Focus. True Grit. More healing potions. Schematics. Oh boy, oh boy. I think the dialogue option ones are the ones I'm going to go with. It's just a matter of whether I want criminal activities, Fade and Arcane, or Nobles and Politics. Given that I'm going to Val Royeaux next, I think that might be a good one to grab now. Some of these are very, very important to grab as soon as possible, but I think, given that I'm going where I'm going, extra dialogue options around Nobles and Politics, considering Val Royeaux is going to be all about Nobles and Politics, probably a good scheme. Gather... Oh, report ready. 104 gold. Nice. So, what else have we got? We've completed that. Is So the Storm Coast will cost me 4 power. Build watchtowers. Right, so this completes the quest I just, or helps complete the one I just did. Refugees in the hinterlands face threats from bandits, demons, apostate mages, and Templar deserters. Building watchtowers in the area will help Inquisition forces ensure the safety of refugees and farmers. The appropriate building sites have already been marked. So that was what I was doing. Josephine. There are nobles near Redcliffe who will gladly help the Inquisition if we make them an offer. My soldiers will have those towers up in short order. Okay, so Cullen can do that in a shorter time. The Bog Unicorn? The hell is this? We've received an offer of assistance. I'm unnerved, but not opposed. It is not the first strange promise we've received, and likely will not be the last. An elegantly written note follows. The Inquisition has need, and we would provide. We have in our possession a mount of noble spirit, fallen in battle against rage, returned to life by the boundless urge to run and serve a worthy cause and noble master. Prove what your followers already believe, that your reach is beyond this realm, that even the forces of the Fade are your ally, that death is no barrier to victory. The Collective. Oh, okay, so it's I just get a new mount? I don't remember that. Time. Okay, they're all 0 time. Okay. Cullen, a soldier will ensure the creature arrives safely. Oh, McCauley makes certain. Okay, I'll take care. Associates will see to it. Okay, you know what, Josephine? You do that.
Let us begin.
So I got a new mount. Cool. Okay, what's this? This unlocks an area, right? Inquisition soldiers have gone missing in the marshy reaches of southern Ferelden. Because the region is largely uncharted, finding them will be difficult, but the Inquisition's advisors are determined to find out what happened and, if possible, bring their people back alive. Okay, that requires 8. Stormcoast requires 4. So that's 12. But I need, I think, 12 for this, right? I need 4 for that. Okay. The Red Heart? Oh, is this another mount? Okay. Such as the reach of the threat, the Inquisition received from all corners. Thrown from the distant clan of Dalish. Perhaps you are not as we, and do not share what we believe. But this threat is common to us all, for the wounded sky belongs to everyone. If nothing else, we would have you sure of foot in your journey toward victory. Mas in Salin las reves evanura. Alright. Get ourselves another mount. Cool. Fleet. Okay, so I've just obviously unlocked a Cool. We've just got some mounts being unlocked. This is cool. Alright. Maybe an even deader mount. Maybe, yeah. We're definitely gonna have to back out of this and go take a look at the new mounts. Guarded the attention of the finest armorers in the land, they will not see our message conveyed unadorned. They offer a mount that reflects the flames of the Inquisition. It is, by all accounts, magnificent. A block letter note follows. We will send our best, and you will know it when you see it. It is much at home in parade as on the battlefield. Let all who stand against you see that they stand against a force, a cause. Our skill is yours. Those of the hammer. I mean, we're sending Cullen. Absolutely. The armoured mount has arrived, every bit as magnificent as was promised. Investigate the shards. Okay, so that's another one that requires power. Okay, no. We're not doing that. I can't afford to spend. I've got 8 power spear. I kind of want to make that the first one I unlock because it's the most expensive. Which is a marsh area. Although the Storm Coast is a lot of fun. Okay, we're going to back out. I got my perk. I got a couple of new mounts. We're going to go take a look at the mounts. And then I'm not going to bother unlocking the other areas just yet. I think we're actually literally just going to go to Val Royeaux. I don't know how much more I'll do tonight, though, I'll be honest. Oh, I think I'm just about good. It's also starting to get very warm. I might have to take my vest off.
Only the word.
Giggity.
Sing
Nope, not that way. This way.
then the golden city. There was no word for heaven or for earth or sea or sky.
Alright. Inquisition barded charger. Oh my god. Best of breed, clad in the barding of a master. Mountain armor are tailored for each other. One of a kind. And it knows it.
Travel safely.
Oh, hello. Look at the armor on that thing. Holy shit. Buddy. Woof. I like it. Alright, no other Dracolisks. Heart. Ooh, here we go. The heart. The stag. A great stag of impeccable health and ability. Such mounts are a triumph of breeding and careful training. Yeah, there we go. These are the ones that Bex loves. They're kind of impressive. Like, they're actually kind of impressive. Exotics. So this is Bog Unicorn. Oh my god. A proud charger made strange by fate, whether possessed of a spirit or whatever makes horses run, it yet wants to serve. It looks like it's got a sword. Jabbed fucking. It is. It's a. Oh my god! It's a fucking sword that's been jammed. I don't know what's more horrifying, that thing or the Dracolisk. Oh boy, oh boy. I might stick with that one just for now, because I'm kind of weirded out by it, but I want to at least try it at some point. I don't remember that. I don't remember some of these mounts. I forgot there was a massive stable of mounts. Dracula's Swag would be uncomfortable to ride for any gender. Yeah, it does. Like I say, the Flames of the Inquisition horse appealed to the Quinesta in me. I'm not gonna lie, that one actually really did appeal to me for that character.
Though you had granted them power over the very fade.
I do like the look of the heart, the red heart. But I want to try that Bog Unicorn just because it's funny. Okay, let's make a save. I'm curious to see what the other ones look like. I honestly don't remember much about the mounts in this. I don't think there was anywhere near that many selections. Okay, so let's go to
Chancellor
Orlais.
Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Okay, address the Chantry in Val Royal. Recommended levels 4 to 7. What am I? I'm level 5 or 6? I could easily go and level up more, but I'm not gonna. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. Attempts to gather allies against the breach have been rebuffed, and at this moment we could not step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the Chantry to permit us entry into the city so we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not the monster they believe.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask her.
I'm not worried. This is a terrible plan. This is a terrible plan.
You want me to walk into a pit of vipers, and you ask me that?
They're not vipers just because they like to hiss.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Okay. Confirm the operation. It has to be Josephine. Yep. I mean, main story ones tend to be like that. Off to the capital of Orlais. I wonder if this is where I meet Vivienne. I'm sure there's like at least one other character here. I'm looking forward to getting the other companions because I want to change my team up. I love Varric, but I want to change for a different rogue. And I'm ready to switch Solus out already because I spent so much time with Solus. But I'm happy to keep Cassandra in because I didn't use her anywhere near enough.
The city still mourns.
Yeah, I'm a Kunari. That's right.
Just a guest seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a
Actually, I
great
don't think
many
I can recruit anybody
There are
else before
Templars
this.
here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Even though
Only
I'm
one thing to
pretty
do then.
sure Blackwall is in the hinterlands, I don't think he's there when you go to the location
They
he's
wish
supposed to be at
protect the people
the first time
from
around.
us?
You think the orders...
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are...
I hate it when the dialogue thing does that.
As you say, my lady.
Yeah, because I don't think you have a choice with who comes, and I don't think Blackwall's available at that point. So there is a certain point in the story where everything shifts, so you can finally start recruiting people in it. God damn it. The avenue of her reflective thought, inscribed upon a plaque, Our Lady and the actors of her rise and fall, her message and visage are worth repeating. Malfareth's remorse at meeting a low door frame. Okay, alright. And his head suddenly weighs too much. About as unfortunate here. Oh my god, regret about it. For fuck's sake. Penitence and unrelated headache. The avenue is inspirational, but wise travellers do not linger in their respects, not just because the bazaar ways, but because the area before the back-turned statues is treacherous. Local legend has it the child Empress Amy abused the opportunity of religious repose to relieve herself beneath the gaze of Our Lady. Unable to discipline the toddling leader, her attendants instead chastised the statues and had them turned in supposed embarrassment. True or not, foolish youths dare each other to soil the spot in similar fashion, and a place of otherwise reverent thought always carries a faint odour about it. Lovely. Le Masque du Lion. Oh boy, oh boy. Valroyo. Yeah, it's not really a... big area, is it? Don't think I can do anything though, to be fair. Well, not much. Pierre Marie?
You'll forgive if events are a little too flustered for commerce. Nothing personal, Inquisition.
Take it very personally. I'm going to take that mask and I'm going to polish it because it looks good. And I'd hate to offend you. What?
We're keeping order.
Yeah, that's right. Just fucking hurry up. So there's multiple levels. Yep. Okay, we're not really doing that then. We're just wandering that way to the docks.
This city is close to you, except for the Chantry and our Templar. They'll certainly take you.
Examine. La pomme verte est morte. The apples nearest the cafe are said to change their taste depending on whether one is walking toward or away from the gallows. And of course they do, for taste is subject to the whims of the heart, and no meal is favoured after tears. But dare it anyway, for none know the taste of joy such as we who do not shy from experience. Ah, yeah. The second line will lay in respect to Duke Isidore de Alezans. Graces of the Empire, North. This display reserved for discourse political, with attending professors of social matters from the University of Orlais. Note that all vendors of loftable groceries will be closed in the hour beforehand and for 1 half after. That all vendors of loftable groceries. Okay. The first line of Orlais, in respect to Emperor Alphonse Valmont. The Lions of Orlais, a repeating element dedicated to the great defenders otherwise noted. It is rumoured that one is gold, one is bronze and weighted with poison, one is chocolate, and one is watching. As the saying goes, dare we all a thief to test his back and learn which is the most dangerous to try, deny, or lay. In truth, all are lead and leaf. Don't pretend to ride them too long, lest the mind give way. Alright. Doesn't really tell me much. Emporium of mortal means, for all matters defensive concern, offensive intent, and study of arts martial and, with sanction, magical. Alright, so these are shops that I don't have access to yet.
Not open today. Not until this fast is over, at least. Too many swords out.
Okay. Oh, and there's the aforementioned gallows. There's fast travel. She of the highwayman repents. Gallows master, hold thy hand, hold it back a while. Callous juror, let me stand, let me bear a smile. For comes my brother distant, for comes my saviour soon. I stand here most insistent, I will receive my boon. Fellow soldier, hold thy voice, hold it if you may. Fellow shoulders, show my choice, I am in your sway. For know my crime was cruel, and all my pain deserved. I stand here a fool, despite my brother served. Mother dearest, look away, look into the sun. Others nearest gone astray, you will be undone. For no more will I prattle, and no more will I pray. Hear you must the rattle, as life will fly away. Okay, can I, I'd like to, there we go. Well, you little... it is said that the apples that grow near the gallows will be bitter on the tongue of a lover who will betray. It is also said, although by different people entirely, that unripened fruit should not be the only consideration when investigating matters of fidelity. The latter are lonely most evenings among the arbours of the summer bazaar. Yoink. Fast travel, and then there was something else here. What was it? Where are you? Oh, read. There we go. Not of heroes, united in hatred. If we are re-examining motive, let us not stop at the sons of the betrayer, for the first leader of young Orlais after the sons was Jashavas, chattel wife of 2 of them. But examine the fact. The proud daughter of the Syrian, chosen not unkindly by Isarath to be his bride, it was her reach that granted him power to unify. Consider what she witnessed in the consolidation of her people. She has always been portrayed with sadness, but what if when our nation was born, the game was born with it? Judge her actions not as property, but as master, and what changes? As victim, Isarath, rumoured cruel, breaks the clans in a lust for power. His brother, Varald, exiled from his own machinations in young Navarra, appeals to the saddened wife and promises a new path. The brothers, Vi and Varald, wins and then demands the hand of Jashavas, another Feraldan greedy for power. In a decade, the shy victim Jashavas is the figurehead of the people's rebellion against the last son of the betrayer. As master, bound to rivalries far older, she harbours a hatred beyond Tevinter, while Isarath is distracted, with personal concern or with building a nation to withstand his own people's enemy, she invites the broken brother and sets him against the driven. While accepting marriage to the victor, Jashavas seeds rebellion among those who remember how their lands were taken not a generation before. Both leave her as ruler, as Gjorja, but should not the rule of a victim be uncertain? Jashavas rules for 42 years. There were no great swings backward, no people's retribution, for she had become accustomed. If the goals of Isarath were shellfish, and the goals of Jashavas was to reverse them, then Orlais is born of the failure of both. But if Isarath built his father's wall, and Jashavas wanted revenge, then we are a nation of two successors, two parents, in opposition, but in partnership.
Stand wary, guardsman. The Inquisition is here, along with the Herald of Andraste.
That's right. Fourth line of ale, in respect to Duke Stefan of Valmontaigne. Grace of the Empire East. Welcome all before the Grace of the Empire stage, an audience for the use of all, for theatre and business, for partnership and proposal be seen. This display reserved for songs traditional by Lord Branford and his players cancelled. Such a shame. Grace of the Empire South, reserved for his strangeness so sound and his static puppets behind glass. Oh, there we go. Olé!
Good people of Val Royal.
This city is very philosophical about death. This city is very philosophical about absolutely everything.
A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, a wicked Kunari sent to subvert the Maker's word.
Let's talk peacefully. Stop this. Now. We have a real enemy. You're wrong. I am the Herald. So this is it. You can buy into your own fucking thing about being a religious, like, this game, you could become a fucking full-on religious figure, and it's crazy. We have a real enemy.
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Well, that was unnecessary.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
I said, I've forgotten a lot. Wow. Wow. How dare you? Save me the trouble. Not here for us, then. Am I supposed to be impressed? Oh, man. We just fucking clocked her. Not here for us, then.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition?
As if there were any reason to.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
I don't remember this at all. I feel like this played out very differently with my other characters. I might be wrong, but wow. Templars, join as Cullen did. And why are you here? He refers to the Herald. Help us close the breach. Why are you here?
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Yeah, probably. Okay. How well do you know him?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
It's the Red Lyrium that's done it, right? The same shit that corrupted Meredith. We'll find another way.
Fortunately, the Templars aren't our only hope.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Chantry remains operation available. Oh, I gotta get 15 power now to progress the main story. Okay, cool. So I do need to unlock some other areas. Why are there always dicks in these types of games? Because there's just dicks in, you know, the world in general. Third line of Olay. In respect to Duke Yvonne of Sovereign. Grace the... Oh, what the hell was that? Grace the Empire West. This display reserved for presentations effective as though private and also discounted spirits presented by Company Misdirect Theatre.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
Oh, that's what it was? I heard a thunk and I thought, what the shit was that? Oh. I think I know who that's from. Okay. That I think I remember. Oh, and now all the vendors have opened up. Sound like a bird hitting a window? Yeah. What was that noise? That was like me going, huh? Yeah, art imitating life. This is kind of the thing, and this is one of the reasons I do like these games. Is yeah, it's a fantasy thing, but the factions and the politics and all of the maneuvering that goes on. Sure, some of it's a little overdone, but it's also not inaccurate. Sound like a bird hitting a window. It actually fucking did. You're not wrong.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is
I
not
think
our
that's
duty,
actually
but yours.
the arrow was fired by somebody that will be a companion.
Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. Do you truly believe you are the Maker's chosen?
I don't know.
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
Yeah, I think that's how I unlock Red Jenny, or get the storyline for Red Jenny. What do you believe about me?
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine, Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
Yep. What will the Chantry do now?
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us and your Inquisition is in the Maker's hands now.
Because over the course of the game, we'll get to help make the selection for who the new divine is, including our own party members. Like, you can get Cassandra to become the new divine, you can get Liliana to become the new divine, you can get Vivienne to become the new divine. Vivienne, obviously, we haven't met yet in the game. But... How many Templars rebelled?
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
Where have they gone?
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
I kind of wish this person praying and the guy that's just kneeling there were actually doing something to help this lady that's just been clocked in the back of the head by an armoured man. Need more options to use my channel points, please? Oh, dude, I have a lot of them. It's just some of them were only when I was doing like D&D things and other bits. I'll see if I can come up with something. Oh, no, that's a new one. What did you want him to do?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans. With the knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
How will people react to?
How are people responding to all this?
Despair. Fear. We mourn Her Holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
Need one that's just the Counter-Strike. For a flashbang. Oh my god. Personal favourite was using the points. Yeah, I built the Vanguard. in Mass Effect where my entire kit was based around the charge ability, and you'd always ban me from charge, which meant my entire kit just went out the window and all I could do was literally just shoot things. And as I said to you though, I'd curse you every time, but I'd have a great time rising to that challenge. I mean, I do in a lot of the RPGs. I throw up things to be able to mess with me and give me challenges. I don't think I've done it for a while. I honestly don't think I've actually done that for a while. When I've been playing games that have different classes or different parties and other things like that, I've had little challenges thrown in there, or the ability to have people select things for me to do. Maybe I should probably look back into do that, because I used to have a lot of fun with that. I used to have a lot of fun with allowing people to mess with my setup, because I spent so long on a setup, and then I loved letting people mess it up because I liked rising to the challenge to beat it. Even though I'm playing on like the easiest difficulty for this, it's mostly just for story. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. It was wildly entertaining. It was for me too. In fact, I'm pretty sure I remember in 3, I had the mission where I was recruiting Javik, and I wasn't playing on the hardest of it. I was playing on the second to hardest. And I think I had to redo like one of those fights 6, 7, 8 times. And you got to a point where it's like, it's fine, you can use charge now. It's like, no, you ban charge, and I will not be using charge until I have finished this particular fight. The one that you banned it for. I fucking stuck with it. Because it literally nullified my entire kit. Because everything was built off charge, barrier regeneration, then being able to spend that barrier for explosions, and then charging to rebuild my barrier and cycling it. Yeah. That was so much fun, though. I loved that. Oh, okay. Chantry made a mistake. You could still help us.
There's got to be a way to calm everything down and clean up this mess.
Started feeling bad during that one fight. I know you did, but I refused to give up. I refused. Oh, I can go through there now? Okay. That's such a weird design. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely did not want to give up on that fight, because I was like, no, we're doing it!
Open? Yes, as open as I can be. If you've a need for the well-cut.
Stop talking and show me things. But no, like I keep saying as well, I love that. Like, if I found things like that too frustrating, I wouldn't put it in there as an option for people to be able to mess with me like that. Like I say, I completed all those games on the hardest difficulty. I was quite happy having a lot of fun just messing around. It was so much fun for me. Even if I sounded like I was frustrated. An extra tonic, an extra potion. Maximum guard by 10. About a stagger. I'm not worried about buying any of these, actually. I can just build most of them. Ooh, Ring of Life Drain, though? Heal on kill. Okay. Critical chance, armor pin. Gotta say, Ring of Life Drain. It's only 59 gold. I'm gonna buy that. Wait, these are things I can buy? Why would I buy valuables? They're for selling only.
At the very least.
Alright, inventory. So let's get that life drain ring on me, because I have a ring slot. Cool. Not that it'll make a huge amount of difference, but you know. We will attend to that arrow shortly. We're going to go see the vendors. Oh yeah, all these doors are open now.
Templars just left?
Because it was one of those things that I was going to do when I went back to playing things like the Final Fantasy VII and whatnot, and some of the other stuff I've done, where it's just allowing channel points for people to be able to select party members or to make a decision for me to do a thing, or ban me from doing a particular ability or something. And I must have removed it and just haven't bothered with it in a long time. I really should get back into doing that sort of stuff.
Move along.
It always added an interesting element to shit that I was doing. Okay, so what have you got? You do weapons. What do you got? Anything interesting? Keeper lightning staff? Level 8. Fade walker staff? What is this? Ooh. Now we're starting to discuss it. 8 magic. It's just power. Dreamweaver staff. And the only reason is, I can actually remove the grip from this staff and put it onto the Fade Walker. It'll give me a total boost of 10 magic. Yeah, let's do that, because that's funny to me. And it's all staves. Okay, cool. Okay, so the main quest is return to Haven's Chantry. So yeah, I think that arrow...
I believe that messenger is
You are the Herald of Andraste.
Okay, it's too many things.
I have an invitation for you.
Invitation. First enchanter, Vivienne. Okay. You're cordially invited to attend my salon held at the Chateau of Duke Bastien de Goulaine. Yours, Vivienne de Fer, first enchanter of Montsemard, enchanter to the Imperial Court. Ah, okay. Couldn't remember when she showed up. So, we've just got the ability to go meet her, and I'm pretty sure the arrow will introduce us to Sarah. Okay. Life Taker Staff. What? Plus 20 damage versus the living. Refined Greatsword, which is... Again, way too high level for all of this stuff. I don't think any of my characters can use any of this stuff. Darkspawn Shield. Oh, hello. Staff Blade, 7 Constitution. Pommel. It's all really expensive stuff. I'm better off crafting my own. Which I'll be doing off stream. Okay, so that's that one. Vier.
My maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, maker, where is the comfort? Have you come to scavenge now that the divine lies cold? Whisper your cune against the chant? Leave me. My emptiness will not be borne by you. Maker, show me the light.
Yeah, people really don't react well to you being either a Kunari or a mage. So being a Kunari mage is vastly different to anything I've done before.
Ever since our divine was murdered, toothless old fools are lost without her.
Is what they're saying real?
Doing while the maid
The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
That's the plan.
I'm going to give it a try, at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry is useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition.
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
Oh. Oh, I forgot this is a thing you can do. Certain NPCs will actually just come to your camp and whatnot, yeah. hit the prejudice hat trick with this character. Well, that was it. I was always going to be playing a mage, which is why the only race that was off the table was dwarf. And I let you guys choose, and Kunari ended up being the choice apparently. Like far and away, I think with the moment it was Kunari, it was a female as well. I was like, okay, yep, this is what we're doing.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, she is.
The Herald of Andraste.
Makes it interesting. It's something a little different.
Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away.
I do like the fact that, you know, things change depending on what race you are and what, you know, like I say, what your background is. Because, like, mages don't get a choice in their background, and it doesn't appear as though the Kunari don't either. But, like, if you're most of the other races, you get a couple of different choices on your background to help define, like Dragon Age Origins, if you were a human, you could be a noble. Or you could be one of the city folk. If you were... Oh, no, you could be a noble or something else. The dwarves could be a royalty, or they could be one of the... yeah, there were multiple... for some reason I'm blanking on it now. But yeah, I didn't have a look at it, but there's multiple options for different backgrounds, and all of them have an effect on the way people react to you and certain quest lines and recruitments and things within the game. It's kind of really interesting the way they do that. Go to Haven.
Head to Haven, then. We need...
Agent acquired.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Power. Okay, cool. Alright, so let me take a look at the map here. That's the docks, which doesn't look like there's anything. And then we've got out there. We visited those. Alright, we'll go out to the docks. Examine. Difficult times for those who have lost. While understanding concerns for propriety and the general dressing of the bazaar, I must caution that release is needed. We are suffering not just ongoing civil conflict pitting brother against sister, not just outright war pitting Templar against mage, not just the loss of our most holy and the best of our leaders. We are suffering all three, as the sky is wounded for all to see. All we know of our world is threatened, along with all we know of the next. With this most grave notation, I ask that the writs of losses and missing remain, that the citizens, however indirectly, be allowed to post their griefs of known dead and the names of hopefully living, and with them their criticisms of how they have been told or not told. For while I have no doubt we as Orlesians will maintain our utmost composure, there must be release, there must be grief, there must be mourning. If not, if we do not allow this simple expression, we risk a greater outburst. Let our people shed their tears in as reserved a means as necessary. The market will be cleared in due course, but this day, this time, we must let this simple expression stand. Captain Albion, Orlesian Guard. Ba-ding, ding, ding. Oh, yep. Read. Oh, examine. Fish. Reservoir stocking evaluation. Tremors. Floating. Tasted off. Water birds die off. Restocking fail. Fish not fit. Do not consume. Huh. Oh, yeah, because, yeah, it's a reservoir. It's not actually... Yeah. Oh, we're so close to hitting level 6. Mirror de la Mere Rivielle's Folly. Mirror de la Mere was cut from Val Royeaux in 849 Blessed. It was the will of the mad Emperor Revel, who demanded a reflecting pool large enough to draw his vain deceased mother back across the Vale. Many shops and vendors were evicted to make room for his folly, and several memorials to the heroes of the first 4 blights were simply toppled. The reservoir supports little in the way of life, as the bottom was lined with lead to increase its reflective properties. Oh my god. Revel intended it for divination, using boats as massive planchettes. But work was not finished until the week of his own death. The waters see little use today, save for lazy or fornication, sojourns by the nobility aboard decorative gondolas. Huh. Lovely. That's it. Just lovely. That's all there needs to be said about that. Alright, nothing there. Cool. Alright, so we're done down here. Right, get out of the way, team! Right, fucking! Thank you. Alright. We're almost done here in Val Royeaux, and that'll, again, I think... This is about where I was going to want to end it. Hey, level 6! Le Masque de Lion. We cheered when honoured was her might, but many more deserve a thought. For though she was the first a knight, her kin and kind have always fought. Okay.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
Not well. Ooh, hello. What is that? The head of Madame Snappy Snips. Mascot of Le Masque de Lion, named in jest, but genuinely respected. The Grand Mam, as she is also called, was the last dragon brought down by Sir Koenig, the previous owner of the cafe. A spirited hunter, Koenig came of age in the years following the sighting that named the era. While others were quick to assume the tales of ancient Navaran dragon hunters must have been exaggerated, he tracked the gradual increase in dragon numbers and size. Koenig believed we had yet to see a true return of the beasts of legend, and that the specimens of his day were young, despite their ferocity. It is a cruel victory, but today we know Sir Koenig to have been correct, even as he may have fallen to his own expertise. He was, years overdue from his last hunt, and for the rest of us, travel-weary. What we thought to be the pinnacle of dragon strength may have been closer to adolescence. The sisters of Madame Snappy Snips may have left their sibling far behind. Yeah, that dragon head's really, really small compared to the dragons you fight in the game. The dragons in this game are pretty frickin' massive. Not of heroes, Marfarith and sacrifice. Andraste, our lady, the sword and the fire against Tavina, betrayed to the Empire in exchange for a kingdom. Marfarith, now synonymous with treachery. But would Andraste have won? And if not, what would we have lost? Let us look not just at the act, but at the why of it. As the armies of faith pierced the imperial homeland, it was revealed not as a wave, but as an arrow. And as any hunter will attest, if your aim is not true, there is no returning to the bow. We must consider how much of Our Lady's victory to this point was against true Imperium, and how much was against the echoes of Empire. Andraste the Inspiration may not have considered such, but Marfarith the General fought for homeland, not visions. Was it victory or defeat that his betrayal held at bay? Marfarith made the deal that killed Our Lady. Thanks, mate. That is fact. When Andraste died, Marfarith was gifted everything from the southern plains south. How generous, and impossible to hold. This must have seemed. Let us look on Marfarith and the legacy divided among his sons, not with an eye of accusation, but from a tactical consideration, for he must have known that mere rivals had never stopped to winter. What if he said about creating peers and none of this was accident? How then feared Isarath every unavowed? Gotta love the Jigglypuff song. Thanks for that, Storm. The summer home of Messire Glubs. Oh my god, is it the fountain? A seasonal home for the childhood pet of the twin sons of Empress Yvette. The nature of Messire Glubs remains unknown, save that he was a gift from a Vivani ambassador, and he was eventually released to the sea after taking the hand of a sluggish page. Understood.
Welcome.
Thanks. Okay. The Lover's Alcove. Of course there is. Every district has... What's the time? Oh god, it's 11:30. Okay, fuck, I need to just get through this. Every district has one. At least one. And the question must be, why is a place meant for dalliance declared in such an obvious way? And the answer, of course, is that obviousness is the entirety of the point. When manners and station will not allow impassioned words, such corners are places to be seen not being seen. Entering with a paramour is as much a declaration as singing out in joy, which one of good standing must never do. The alcove is thus a dignified means of announcing romantic affiliation, either for genuine partnership or to appear as such in order to spare a suitor a refusal. Dignity, of course, requiring that one does not also make use of the darkness for actual physical gratification. This has, of course, never occurred. Of course. Of course it has never occurred.
Touch me with fire that I be cleansed. Tell me I have sung to your approval.
Majesty's convenience. A plaque reads, "For Her Majesty's convenience, wood and vines defy the very sun and rain." Of course, yeah, absolutely, sir. Not of heroes, the death of diversity. It's just the nature of this place. Like, this is what they're like, which is why it's just, yep, okay. What could hold back an empire? Another. What could hold back so defined a people as Tevinter? Another. Let us consider if eldest Isarath was not meant to honour Mafarath, for the father's fate was already condemned by hidden betrayal. Let us consider that Isarath was told to turn from ties to Mafarath, to look forward, not back. What of his actions then? Isarath was granted a land of tribes of scattered alliance. His answer was the grand unification which most condemn as arrogance. Sweeping changes in trade, relocations to break local allegiances, all to favour centralised trade and power. Cities were levelled to expand a new capital, a powerful and influential city of a new nation, Val Royeaux of Orlais, and all in the name of not lost Andraste, but of holding back looming Tevinter. Power was united, but cultures less so. Investing everyone in the new Orlais stratified the classes, and through it all spread a bitterness that a Ferelden ruled. Isarath avoided the stain of his father, for he was seen as victim too, but he was still Alamari. What if, dear readers, the final unifying element came not from accident, or even the deliberate actions of Isarath, but from a common hatred, and not the common hatred of the day? The sons of Mafarath would succeed at creating a peer for Tevinter, but only at the cost of themselves. Okay.
What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me. I am unsure whether I meant to extend chantry services to you, and that troubles me greatly. Forgive me. I am
Okay,
unsure
alright.
whether I meant to extend
Nothing at this point. Understood. Victory and Shade! Here grows one of many strange trophies, returned from the liberation of Kirkwall. Ooh. In 760 Storm, where brave Orlesian forces turned back the unstoppable Kunari. A cutting salvage from a burning dreadnought was presented to Emperor Cyril, and it was tended to full growth by the careful hands of Val Royeaux's master landscapers. The Orlesians participated in the rebuffing of the Kunari. Not during Dragon Age 2, obviously, but yeah, okay. What do you got? What do you sell? Ah, schematics. I see. That pommel is firm. Firm. Okay, we're good. Alright. So, we've got up this way. Good. Nothing? Nothing. Lovely. That way. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Oh god, my ankles! Stop it. Okay. We have an upper level we can go to. Then we've got the arrow. Oh, I can't fast travel there. Okay. Oh, I gotta do that, right? Oh my god. Examine. Look through the windows. A season of the Four Foul. At this window, the thief Treadwell did witness the attempted assault of Lady Castine. He surrendered his chance for escape to catch and hold her assailant, a bard of Lord Hallavine. Hero thief, foiled bard, and conspiring noble were all censured as per their station and relevant action. Lashings and labour disappeared and ostracised for the social season, respectively. The scandal played out far longer in the theatrically serialized adaptation, which reimagined the three as siblings, separated at birth, competing for Lady Castine's hand at her orchestration. The conclusion was relatively accurate to the original event, save the punishment of the thief and noble being swapped to comic effect. Generally, good reviews received, though some thought the height of the lady's hair to be unrealistic. Okay. Good to know. Just after loot. Okay, yeah, I see how it works. Read. Oh my god. Not of heroes, division and distance. For a supposed creature of jealousy and greed, Maphareth is less so indeed. For while his word brought low the bride of the Maker, Andraste, his prize was quickly divided and distanced. Let us consider the lesser of the sons in this matter. Of Evrian we know little. The middle boy he was tasked with ruling the lands to be the marches. No claim by the father was made. No, in my name, to humble. And that freedom is shown in the result, for Evrian himself was the least concerned with power. He among all led by example, not demand, and spoke only of sacrifice. When betrayal was revealed, Evrian acts as a man broken, dispersing his holdings to the various tribes. It was a penance that spared him his family, but it also dispersed influence. To this day, the free marches are scattered. Of Harald more is known, for his actions bring him to the start of our nation. But his folly begins in Navarra, where we must ask, was this the will of a betrayer father, or a mistake of youth? Maphareth gave rule to the youngest, Harald, and never claimed Navarra. Never did he sit on the throne, and he is thought to have rarely visited. But his name is hated there most of all, for it was bartered for legacy by the son. Unlike Evrian, Harald spoke not as example, but to claim. Never his name was mentioned without that of his mother and father. His claims were bold, their actions were his, and their thoughts all shared. But from the father on his throne in Ferelden, no word is recorded. And we wonder, was it deliberate? For when the betrayal was revealed, all with ties to Maphareth were vilified, and so strong were the ties that Harald had drawn, that his court was killed to a man, and he was forced to flee. Had he kept silent, as seems the will of the knowing father, and had he girded as the father had guided the elder, Isarath, then Harald might have remained to rule. But that would require that the betrayer not be as he is drawn, and it would have kept Harald in Navarra, and would have kept Harald from Orlais, and it would have prevented the further betrayal that truly birthed Orlais. Oh my god, there are some sections of this game where it's just all books. Hey look, more books. The Randy Dowager Quarterly, an unread quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager ignites winter passions with the collected conscripted by love, being a tale of heroes come legends, the Grey Wardens, and their shining duty to claim those of promise who most suit their joining. The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, always a classic when wardens come calling, or, dare one suggest, the reverse. 4 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. Smut. Absolute smut. Okay, the fast travel point is down below, right? Gotcha. Or is that just higher up? Oh god, it's just higher up. Oh my lord. Longing in the upper court. My weakness bids me not by chance to gaze upon the upper court where shadows of our final dance and wishes of my heart consort. Hello. It's fast travel. Yeah, yes, of course. Absolutely, my dear. Moving on. Yes, or just fast travel points here. Oh, open. It's a merchant. What have you got? A mystery box? 10,000 gold. So mysterious. So mysterious. That's actually curious. I can't examine it either. Okay. That's actually interesting.
Is this a shop?
I maintain a premises wherein customers of a certain affluence entertain the purchase.
Affluence?
So yes, shop.
Affluence? You're where?
Don't you mean wares?
No, I mean where. I have one item available for purchase. It is far too expensive for it merely to be sold. You may gaze upon it and dream of the wealth required to possess it, as have lords and kings. And then you may leave and purchase things from shops more aligned with your station.
Wow. Okay. Dick. How do you stay in business?
How do you keep the doors open on a shop with one item?
My shop is a destination. Luminaries of every description journey here to see what is denied to them. Some pay tribute in the vain hope I will barter. They do not have the will to pay the price. They require a bargain to justify the spend, to ease their conscience. That would defeat the entirety of the purpose.
But what is it?
I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
If you have to ask, you are not the one to buy it.
I need to know if I can use it.
And again, the point is missed. If mere use is your concern, you should go elsewhere. The person who claims this will not be known for using it. They will be known because they paid for it.
Is the item worth the money?
So you sell one very expensive item, and it's worth it?
Let me now interrupt the inevitable defense of your thrift. I'm sure you have treasures, and you will have many more. You could parade them from here to Halam Shiral, but none of that would allow you to say you have purchased this. The item is irrelevant. The price is worth it.
Anyone can charge too much.
I don't see why this is special. Anyone can overprice something.
To overprice an item, the item must have a known value already. It is then priced over what it is worth. This has only the value I have set. It has never had another. It is not overpriced. It is priced.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye then.
Yes.
Huh. So much I do not remember. Okay. It's only 10,000 gold. It's easy enough to get, I think. The Folly of General Not Sheraton. 3. Okay. But during times of crisis, there can emerge abilities we do not know we possess. The servant, under the greatest duress, stood as Not Sheraton. She stood and she spoke. She stood and she led. She stood and she attacked. And under banners they knew and a voice they did not, the forces of Orlais brought low their enemy. Now perhaps the servant was more lieutenant than page to her battle-hardened lord, and perhaps the strength of the foe is stressed too much in retellings. And perhaps the allied were well practiced in their roles, but none questioned that Not Sheraton was at least adequate, and at the most inspirational. Okay. Yes. All of that made exacting sense. Read. The Randy Dowager Quarterly, an extra thick annual edition of the Suspect Quarterly. The Randy Dowager welcomes the new year by scandalizing the old with a collected romantic epic, The Horned Ones, being a tale of conquest, both of nation and of heart. Demands are satisfied as bronze giants share their explosive passions. The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, only for those of particular taste. Delicate buds should remain in the garden, while the bold of us flower. 5 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5. It's fucking weird shit in this.
How's it been?
Okay, where's my map? Okay, so I can bamf down to that area. I think, fuck, we're almost done, huh? I can try fast travel over there, can't I? Or is this... Oh, I see. No, it's fine, that's fine. I think we're actually done up here. Right? I don't think there's anything over there. If I figure how this map works, I can't get over there. So it exists, but there's not actually a place I can go. So if I just bamf down there. Is this... No, I've just arrived back where I was. What? No? Maybe? Oh my lord. Right, there we go. That was strange. Okay. Right, so I've got this wee area to section and check off. And then we'll go do the arrow. And then we should be hopefully getting back. Got to get back to Haven.
Ah, the Herald of Andraste. Is there something I might help you with?
There's nothing.
No, thank you, sister.
Make her go with you.
That's it. Just that. Oh, okay, we're just above the... Yeah, okay, I see. Oh, boy, oh, boy. So much, and yet so little. Yes. Let's see that one. The Waiting Alcove, forever empty in anticipation of artistic endeavour worthy of the envy and insidious jealousy of the capital and her glorious Emperor 848 blessed. Mad shit! Empty as his head. That's right. Examine. The mystery and meaning of 8 silks. Oh, okay, yeah. 8 silks drape across Balmarsh. 8 silks that frame the sky and shade the calm of commerce. But why 8? That question is posed time and again by visitor and philosopher. What in the grand history of our capital is displayed in this subtle choice? The ages? But we've had 9. And what fool would have made such a prediction? There is nothing in the Orlesian mindset, in the heart of Orlais, that suggests even a hint of accepting an end to our way. Perhaps then something less flattering, but veiled. It is opined that the 8 represents the twin boys of Empress Yvette, born 799, which heralded the blessed age, being the entwined loops of the number 8 itself, not its value. Okay, the more irreverent suggests that the 8 could as easily be a slight against Yvette's figure, for she was rumoured to be stout, but determined in her choice of corsetry. Both theories are scoffed at by historians as mere number fetish. What emerges when we consider the longevity of the question is not that there is meaning to be found, but that it is ingrained in us to search as though there is. For we need to believe that such a prominent detail of the greatest city the world has ever known must be thoroughly rife with meaning. And so certain are we that we discount even the architect, who grew so annoyed at the question that had the answer engraved on his memorial. There were 16 rods. How compares his fact to our search for truth? It's 8, because that's how many bits of material I had. Which just speaks to our desire and our drive to find fucking meaning in everything. And how utterly balmy it is sometimes that we do. Alright. Pillars of her everlasting flame. The pillars of her everlasting flame ignited 530 exalted, capped 562 exalted. Forgive them their petty nature, for the soot of your eternal flames blackened their silks. Right, that's it. Ow. Oh gee. That hurt. I shouldn't have done that. Can't have a healing potion? Okay. Mysterious arrow. Favours for friends. Oh yeah, this is Red Jenny. A message is attached, written in a large flowing hand, and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help, and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Valroyo. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and round the cafe. And maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. A poor drawing of the locations in the market is attached. Okay. There we go. So. What have we got? We got 10 minutes to midnight. That's where I'm going to finish it up. I think just about regardless of how far through this I am. Unless I'm in a cutscene or a big conversation. So we'll try and get this Red Jenny thing done. So we can finish up this Valroyo section. Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, something to read over there as well? Hello. The Randy Dowager Quarterly, a waterlogged quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Randy Dowager welcomes the blooms of spring with the collected Calipigian cuirassiers, being a scandalous representation of Her Majesty's favoured court and flagrant delectable. Can their uniforms and modesty withstand the assault? The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, hardly a Tethris. Oh, Varric Tethris. But generously arousing, if polished cuirass does it for you. And it should. 3 scars fluttered in shock out of 5. Favours of friend. A red handkerchief folded around a key with a small hasty scrawl. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Herald. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. Okay. Randy Dowager. Yes. This is the cafe. Right, there it is. A different simple script on the back of a stable report marked with red paint. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Keris. Saw those who asked about Herald enter third passage. Could not stay to see them exit. Okay. And we're going back upstairs. Yep. And that one. Scrap of parchments hastily torn from an ornate document, stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scrawled below in a misspelled script. It will go at time. Praise Adrast. Taken together, the messages reveal a time, path, and a key to a location on the world map. Use the world map to travel to the meeting point. No, I don't think so. Not right now. So, a friend of Red Jenny? Yeah. Okay. That picture is definitely Sarah. That's Vivienne. Cool, so I'm going to be able to actually do 2 things there to be able to recruit 2 new characters, and Sarah is actually one of the ones I want to try using. But we're not going to do that right now. What's that one? Oh, the Black Emporium. Yeah. So we're going to go back here.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Okay, we're going to try to go back there.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Oh, yeah.
Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
Oh. Right. Kendra, who was in here earlier, was talking about Fiona. We have nothing in common. You weren't at the conclave.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
You think the Templars did it?
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Okay. What does your help cost?
And what do you want in exchange for the mage's help?
Oh, I haven't promised the Inquisition our help yet. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Okay, so I think that's the other side of it. So we've now got trying to arrange a meeting with the Templars and trying to arrange a meeting with the mages, which will help determine which path we're going to go down. But I think I need to raise my power to 15. I need to raise the reputation, or the power of the Inquisition to 15 before I can follow those stories. Okay. The Templars have abandoned Val Royeaux. The rest of the Inquisition should hear of the Lord Seeker's plan. That's the war room. Okay. I do need to get into the Chantry because I'll be doing fast traveling and war table stuff off stream, so I need to make sure that's not going to progress the story.
Stay safe out there.
Cool. It was a cutscene. Oh, and she's back in her gear. Okay.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
At least we made contact. The Chantry is dealt with.
At least we know the Chantry is no longer a threat to us.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere. But to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
There it is. We should meet the mages. We should find the Templars. We must choose. You must choose soon.
Or you could stop bickering and make a decision.
I agree.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
There's always danger.
So it'll be dangerous. I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
That's right.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
No.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
See, this is another thing that I don't think we actually got a proper answer as to what happened to the Grey Wardens. And we know there's a Grey Warden as a companion in the next game. So I wonder if we're finally going to find out what happened to them. I think they retreated to their base at Weishaupt, or however you pronounce it, Weishaupt. But I can't remember if they actually ever answered it here. It sounds suspicious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall.
There it is.
If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Yeah, so you literally cannot recruit another character until you do that section I just did at Val Royeaux. And so now I have the option to go get Sarah, Vivienne, and Blackwall. Okay. Our power is 12. Got a quest there. That's a special shipment, right? Okay. So the big question we're going to have to decide for this run is whether we side with the Templars or the Mages. Okay. Chantry remains. Power 4.
My scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
Cult of Andraste. Oh, is that... Oh, Champions of the Just. So that's the Templars. I need 15 power to approach the Templars. Oh, okay. Alright, anyway, that's it. We're good. I'm not going to worry about any of that right now. That's where I'm going to finish it up. I can still mess around, play around without anything progressing to like a... Because there's a number of points in this game where you kind of get a certain like point of no return as you move into the next act, and things change quite drastically. And it's slowly starting to come back to me just how much of this, like if you don't do certain things by certain points, it's too late. And the whole world state changes, which is again fucking cool. So I'm gonna save the game. It means I get to mess around in the hinterlands a bit off stream, do some leveling up. I'll mess around with crafting some gear. Oh! One last thing. Absolutely one last thing that I think must be done. We're going to the hinterlands. That'll do. Doesn't matter which camp it is. Yes, we're taking a team of people. Definitely, because we just want to go there. We need to take a look at this bog unicorn. Because it's horrendous and awful and I need to see it. And then that'll be it. Thanks for the stream. Oh, no worries. Oh my god, look at it! I can't get over the fucking rusted sword through its head. Okay. I'm good. I'm satisfied. It's fucking horrendous. Have a wonderful night. No, you too, Storm. I hope you boys both have a good night. Thank you for spending a bit of time with me. I do appreciate that. I'm not... Again, it's after midnight. I'm not going to raid out. It's just going to be another I'm ending the stream. But yeah. So hopefully if something goes wrong, I'll be back tomorrow and it'll be Baldur's Gate 3. We'll jump back into Act 3 of that and I'll pick this up again next weekend. I don't think we're going to have any D&D next weekend. I think from the sound of it, Bex is away on the Saturday and there's a chance that I'll be busy on the Sunday. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, anyway. I'm having fun with this game. I'm actually loving the fact I'm back into Dragon Age. I don't know how much of it that was interesting. Don't know how much of it I'll actually fully get back into before Veilguard. But yeah, anyway, with that, I'm gonna piss off. Thank you, boys. Have a good night.